we on?
We are on. There you go. What's up, guys?
Guys,
Hello, guys.
Hello,
What's
good
up?
evening.
Good
Good evening,
evening.
everyone. All right.
yeah, good evening.
Uh,
Episode 12 of the Unarmed podcast.
Episode 12. Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Grabe.
Episode 12 already. I sorry.
Yep.
I almost forgot we have to keep it family friendly nga pala.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah,
So,
So,
almost
kami-kami
there.
lang. Kami-kami lang ngayon, walang guest.
Yeah.
Medyo nabugbog kami, sunod-sunod na guests.
True.
Mga bigatin. So, yun.
This episode is like our breathing room na.
chill.
Yeah.
Chill.
Maritesan.
Chill session. Chill session.
Chill session lang
Chill
tonight.
session.
Speaking
Chill
of
spill. Mga ganun.
Chill
Speaking
spill,
of
yeah.
chill, how was your week? How was your week, guys? Let's start off with Ella.
Oh, okay.
Ladies
So,
first.
yeah, ladies first. So, before this day comes, di ba, may Valentine's Day. And then,
Oh, yeah.
I've seen a lot of people
Belated
going
happy
out.
birthdays nga pala guys.
Na all.
Belated Happy Valentine's Day for the people with their loved ones, their family. And, ang funny kasi I saw something on the internet na parang, parang ang focus lang ng mga people is only about the couple's one. Like, parang hindi nila ko na-consider like Valentine's Day, it's not only for the couples or married people. It's all about the people that you love, your family, your friends, and everyone, di ba?
Yeah.
So true.
Di ba? Yun lang.
Yep.
Parang nakikita ko like, baka naman, family din naman, no? Hindi yung purong kayo-kayo lang. But yeah, it's a good thing naman na people share their love for each other. And ang ginawa ko lang is kahapon, I cleaned my room and then today I just read a book as usual. Yeah. And
Wow.
and then I tried to play na rin ng COD like kagabi. Yeah, I grind. Nag-grind ako kagabi. Nag-rank game ako. And shoutouts to my friend Jiggy. She nag-bot sa akin. Anyway, that's it for me. How about you, Alex?
Oh yeah. Right. Yeah. We spent our Valentine's with my family. Family date, and it was pretty wholesome, pretty good food. What did we eat nga pala? Oh yeah, we ate Japanese nga pala sa SM.
Sana all.
And then
Ooh, Japanese.
yeah, it was pretty fun. Pretty fun. Yeah, we got good food, and then we got
All.
home, spent time together. That's it, really. Yeah, that's me. I don't know. Okay, Prince. Not much to say.
Okay. So, busy week. Madami mga tinatapos sa work. Tapos, yung sa Valentine's Day naman,
Nag-date kayo eh.
nag-date kami the day before, pero like the same day, nag-decide kami na parang gutom ka, ganun. Masama yung loob ni Jaja kasi marami siyang work. So, hindi kami nakakain ng maayos. So, balak namin sana tawag dito, Chinese.
Ooh.
So, ayun. Tapos kami.
Sa Longbaw, hindi.
Hindi. It's Causeway. Alam niyo yung Causeway? Di ba napag-usapan
yeah.
natin yun?
Kasi,
Meron sa malapit sa Circle C.
Yeah, yun. So, sa may Circle C. Doon dapat.
Doon.
Pero nangyari, fully booked sila. Tapos, wala masyad. I mean, may mga tao nakapila, nagpi-pre-order. Tapos, ayaw ko kasi nakakarinig yung parang, ganito po. For example, yang chow rice, sasabihin ng customer, pre-order. Tapos sasabihin ng tao or ng manager na parang, ano na po, wala na po kami niyan. First, pag may narinig akong ganun, turn off na agad. Kasi feeling ko, masusundan. Like for example, lahat na nasabihin ko the next,
Wala.
parang, gusto ko to. Wala na lahat yun. So parang, wala daw. So alis na agad kami, ganun. Hanap kami, ganun. Tapos, ayun, okay naman. Ano pa ba? Yeah, siguro yun na muna. Wala akong sabi.
I'd like to say that sucks. I mean, it's like whenever I'm about to eat, because I love to eat. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
And it's like you have this mindset that you were gonna eat this, right?
Oh,
Let's say,
oh.
I want
Crave.
Chinese food.
You're
And
craving,
then
yeah.
I want yang xiao and maybe some dim sum. And then when they say they're not available, it's like, okay, my day is ruined.
Nakakairita.
Yeah, but yeah, it
So
sucks.
annoying.
Diba na?
Ayun.
Right.
Ako, really busy week for me. It's my finals week. Last
Oh, good luck.
finals week for semester. So it's really hectic and I still have a bit of work. Tapos ayun, birthday ng pamangkin ko and ng ninang ko. So, it's been
Happy
back to back.
birthday.
Happy
Happy birthday
birthday.
po.
Birthday.
Ayun, so like nung kailan ba? Monday or Sunday ata, we had dim sum for handa. So ayun, may mga xiaolong bao, ganyan, may mga
Chinese.
hakaw. Tapos it's really fun, it's really nice. Ang dami ko nakain nga eh. Tapos syempre parang dapat pulutan lang namin. Ganun, yung mga leftovers, dapat pulutan namin. Kaso ako, ginawa kong side dish talaga. Yung parang, yung ginawa kong pulutan is yung beer. So, so ayun, parang, yeah, it was a much needed, breather.
Umiinom ka.
Sorry po.
Oh my God.
No.
Ba't yun?
So, grabe bussin talaga. And, ayun naman, chill, I think. No, hindi chill. Yung finals week namin. But, yeah, it's really, productive. So, ayun, that's it for me. Before we proceed to our main points, guys, I just want to remind you that you can comment down below any questions or any comments that you want us to share later after a break. And yeah, let's proceed. Ayun. So, the past few guests natin sobrang bigatin, right? And they were talking
Super.
a lot about
Yep.
tournaments and their experiences and like rules and stuff like that. So I want to bring that to our session today. Talking about tournaments, can you remember any favorite tournament memory that you have? Like any significant tournament memory lang, ganun. Yung sobrang hype or sobrang low, kayo bahala. Let's start with Ella, as usual.
Wait, nag-iisip na ako
Ladies
eh. Teka lang ah.
first.
Alam ko yung ladies first, pero wait lang, napaisip ako dun. Sa sobrang dami kasi.
Wow.
Wow.
Experience.
Gaano karami yung marami? Ano ba? Siguro, ito na lang yung biglang umuna sa utak ko. Alam ko, nabanggit ko na to before eh. One of the most memorable is way back 2012 and tournament ng RSK sa Bacoor. And then, parati kami magkalaban ni May. And then, before that is yung lineup ko.
Name drop.
Oo, name drop na. Kalala nyo naman yan. Kalala naman yan.
Shoutouts, May.
Yeah, and then parang yung lineup ko nga was very hectic. Like, name drop na ako. Si Kim Karunungan, si Ira Sabala, ano mo yung mga GKD,
malalakas yan,
Wado. O, diba? GKD, Wado.
Malakas pareho yun. Shoutouts, Kim.
Sila.
Friend ko sa Facebook.
Sila. And then, ayun, parang hindi ko na-expect na kami magkakaabot sa dulo. And then after, basta ako nanalo ng game na yun. Pero wala kaming score. As in, 0-0
Decision.
kami.
Okay.
Decision. Tapos, syempre, kabado ako nun. And then, kasi wala kaming score. Walang clear na score. Walang clear na points. So, parang sabi ko, Lord, ikaw na bahala. Matalo man ako dito or hindi, okay lang. Basta ang alam ko sa sarili ko, I did my best talaga. Like, all out ako. And then, nung flag system na nga, ayun na magtataas sila ng flag. I was shocked kasi, alam mo yung 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bale, 4-1. 4-1 yung dagangat. 4 sa akin, 1 Kimay.
Grabe yan.
Oo nga eh.
Na all?
Basta yun, parang kasi grabe yung lineup eh. Kasi yung time
Strong.
na yun, yung lineup na yun, parang sabi ko, ano yung wala na akong pag-asa. Kasi ang lalakas ng mga nasa bracket ko. So, ayun, yun yung one of the most memorable tournaments for me. Bali, kumite pala yan, guys. Hindi ko nabanggit kayo. It's kumite.
Puro kumite ata yung kukwento natin,
Oo,
actually.
Ko rin
Hindi ko rin eh. Ayun, that's it for me.
We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see bagay.
Okay, Alex.
Hindi sure.
Okay, sige. Well, my most memorable tournament, I guess, I'm bad at who hosted it. I forgot who hosted the tournament. Basta it was a tournament in Il Centro back then, and it was a kata tournament, kata event, yeah. And I was very well prepared for that tournament.
Alam ba namin to?
I think so. And then I was fighting seniors 18 and above, right? So it was funny because going up the ranks of elimination, like top 8, past top 4, and then eventually finals, right?
Yeah.
All of the like my opponents, they used their, I don't know, they used unso. And back then, or unso was like the like best
Yeah.
kata or like
Best
high
kata.
kata,
Yes,
right?
agad-agad.
If
No,
not best
syempre.
kata, it's like second best, right? Because they might do
Respect.
Goshyodai. But yeah, it's like every
Need some
time,
respect. Yun.
yeah, top 8, right? Someone did unso against me. I was doing maybe what, Sochin or Gankaku, like that. And then
Let's go.
top 4, he used unso against me. Top 2, same thing. And then finals. Finals, I was up against by OJ De Los Santos. So then I name drop na there.
And
Now, of course,
Shoutouts.
I respect him as a kata player talaga because he's very strong, he's very dedicated to the art, and he trains like from different parts of the world also. He has a lot of exposure. So competing against him was an honor, and I knew it would be a tough match, right? So we did what all kata players would do their best kata, unso. So everyone I faced did unso against me, especially of course Senpai OJ, right? So same, I did my best kata because I wanted to win, right? And before I did my kata, I was actually, a lot of people when they face against an opponent when they know is good, like and well known also, they'd be sometimes very nervous or maybe very excited where it affects their like performance, right? Me, it kind of did. In fact, it affected my performance, or it really did affect my performance. But I think it made me do my kata better because I was really hyped for this chance to one-on-one with one of the best kata players in the Philippines, right? And I felt like that was my best unso in years.
Whole life.
Yeah, not maybe.
Let's go.
Yeah, I guess maybe. So
maybe.
I don't know. Maybe other people saw better also, but for me that might be one of the best. So it was amazing. So after I did my kata, I was watching him, and then after he finished, waiting for the result. It was it. Yeah, 5 judges. Tama ba? 5 judges. So
Yep.
Yeah,
it was
five.
it was actually very close. It was a score of 2-3.
Ooh. Split
By OJ
decision.
winning. Yeah, almost. It was like very close. So I got 2 flags, he got 3 flags, and then I was happy with the result. I was satisfied naman. Okay, I wasn't like sayang, no. It was a very good match. I did my best. He did his best. Hopefully.
For sure,
And-
Or not.
pinag-handle siya.
Joke lang.
You'll never know.
But yeah, shout outs to Pio J. Respect to him. He's really dedicated. He trains a lot. And yeah, there you go. It was very nerve-wracking to wait for the result and to see such a result like that. And a lot of people are saying, you should have won. I'm like, that's okay. That's okay. It's a good game. I don't care who lost, who won. We did our best, and that's what we do as athletes, no? So as long as we did the best, we don't regret the result. So yeah, that's me. Yeah, Bye, Prince.
Okay, sundan ko si Alex kasi iwan ko na yung committee sa girls. Alam mo na yun. So, kata tournament, isa sa mga naalala ko is yung sumpa ko na MP Silver. So, may sumpa ko talaga na MP Silver. Twice na ginamit ko na siya sa finals and then pareho siyang silver. So, yung meron akong sumpa. Ang nangyari din ng tournament na yun, I think it was Smart Karate Tournament. Hindi ko alam kung Smart. Basta sa Santa Lucia siya. And then, ganun din nangyari sa akin. Same kay Alex. Pero hindi ako nagtipid naman. May first round, may nag-unso sa akin. Inunsuan ko rin. Ganun yung ganun. Hanggang sa naubos yung katas ko. No? So, parang unso go shosho, kangkusho, ata. Tapos, yung nangyari tuloy ng finals, MP tuloy. Parang ganun. And medyo weird yung format nun. Hindi siya flag. Ang nangyari is parang puro point system. Hindi ko maintindihan kung paano nila ginawa yun eh. Parang point system, points, or flag system, tapos point system. Basta hindi ko alam kung anong pinaggawa nila ng tournament na yun. Basta nangyari, 4 pa kami nung finals. So parang doon sa 4 kami, best kata, or like,
Ang dami niyo.
best kata. Oo, madami kami nun. yung last round nun, wala na akong kata. Bawal umulit. So, ginawa ko MP. Kasi wala na akong kata. Tapos yun, silver. Nag-gold nun si Sedi, no? So, name dropan eh. Shoutout Sedi. Yun, tropa yan. Tama ba? Oo, tama. Oo. Siya yung nag-gold nun. So, yun. Isa sa mga memorable kong tournaments yun. Kasi, yun lang. Yun lang siguro. Ivana.
Actually, yung sa akin, it's not really just one memory. Parang, gusto ko lang yung feeling sa, yung before na tournaments na parang, matatapos mo agad yung match na hindi patapos yung time limit mo. Parang ganon. So like, ang dami, may mga, I mean, I experienced that multiple times. So parang sobrang grabe yung...
Okay,
Naol.
Hindi ka na.
Naol.
Multiple, like more than one, diba? So okay na yan.
Alright.
Naol finisher.
I mean, yeah, it's a fun experience na hindi pa like time for the match to end, tapos na agad kasi yung dating dapat lamang mo lang is like 6 points, I think.
4, 6, depende.
Yeah,
Depende.
Tapos
Yeah.
4, pag nag-start na yung match, parang 4 points, tapos magiging 6, parang 6 points after, tapos naging 8 points na. But yeah, it was a really nice experience to do that, to be able to do that before. Parang ngayon kasi hindi na siya attainable in a way. Ay, hindi na, ewan ko.
Yeah, which is pag-uusapan natin later.
Pag-uusapan natin later.
Yeah.
So, that's my,
We'll see.
yeah, I mean,
We'll see.
not really
Alright.
attainable, but it's not
Achievable. Mga
it's
ganun.
not easy to do now. So, yeah, talking about that, there's a lot of changes between the rules then and now, and I just wanted to ask you guys, like, what do you think are the significant changes na you've really noticed, or how did it like affect you as a player na you underwent all these changes sa rules? Yeah, yun. How about let's start with sino ba?
Hindi mo pa sinagot yung tanong mo. Sagutin mo muna yung tanong mo.
Sinagot ko, sabi ko hindi siya like one memory lang.
Hindi siya one
Hindi
memory.
ka nakikinig. Hindi ka
Hindi.
nakikinig.
Gusto ko mag-share ka. Yun eh.
Yeah.
Gusto ko mag-share ka ng tournament, di ba? Para kami ni Alex.
Oo.
And then name
Gusto ko
drop pa.
mag-name drop ka. Yan ang gusto ko.
Name-drop na kami lahat.
Oo.
Ano siya eh. So parang alam niyo yung mga tournaments na sa mga court lang, yung court
Yes.
tournaments, yung mga not
Parang
really the big.
Pinoy.
Oh yeah, invitationals, yung mga ganun. I remember, feeling ko ata nasa kabilang mundo pa ako nito, but
Shoutouts.
ayun. So, I think may kalaban ako na sa Baguio ata to. Parang
lamig.
natapos ko yung match kasi like I did one kick, tapos tatlong punch, tatlong jab lang. So natapos agad yung match, tapos ayun, saya kasi yun lang yung experience ko for that day.
Memorable.
Name drop. Nasa yung name drop. Inantay ko yung name drop. Hindi niya maalala.
Nasa kabila pa nga daw siya.
Nasa kabila pa daw siya. Oo.
Yeah.
Kasi si Ivana po ay transferee. So, galing siya ibang school eh.
Galing po ako ibang school talaga.
Tapos,
So,
yun.
pero proud KDA.
Yeah, let's go.
Proud of my roots too. Ayun, so let's circle back to my question kanina. Let's start with Ella. What's the significant rule changes na nag-affect sa'yo, ganun. And yung
Tataba muna ako, Mite. Paano natin gagawin to?
pwede naman
Ata?
both. Like,
Both kaagad? Okay, sige.
Okay, bahala.
Sure.
Then wait lang, parang, I want to talk about the changes ngayon sa rules, like the current rules ngayon when it comes to kata. Kasi, okay, old and new. Kasi before, nung napag-start ko, was like, there were only 3 judges, like in front of you, and then one on your left, on your right.
Yeah.
Tapos, as the years goes by,
Asan yung isa?
padagdag. Teka lang!
Asan yung isa? One on your left, one on your right?
Hindi, sabi ko in front of you, hindi ka nakikinig.
Okay. Hindi talaga ako nakikinig.
ano ba?
Okay. Tuloy.
Hindi ka nakikinig.
Ginugulo ko lang si Ella. Go. Pinutol ko yung train of thought. Okay, sorry.
Ayun, as the years goes by, padagdag din ng padagdag. Like, it becomes 5 na.
Hmm.
Na yun. So, again, in front of you, ayan na, in front of you. One on both corners, both left and right, in front of you and also on the back. Ayan na ha. Ayan na, malinaw na, Prince. Baka anuin mo pa ako eh.
Please.
Tignan mo pa ako eh. Ayun. And then, ngayon, as in ngayon sa mga videos na nanood ko, di ko na alam paano, ay, di. Nakalimutan ko na. Ay, pointing system pa rin pala, no? They're looking for your, ano yun? APT, ano yun?
APTP, Athletic
AP?
Performance.
Athletic
Mm.
performance
Sa technical.
and technical performance. At parang dati, walang-wala naman yun, di ba? So parang,
Yeah.
I think for me, it's much more easier to compete sa old rules rather than sa new rules. Pero, kasi let's say sa old rules is parang, before, alam ko nag-change yun eh. Kasi naranasan natin from 3 to 5 kagad. Yung transition na yun. So, yung 3 na yun, parang, hindi ko na masyado matandaan kasi hindi ako masyado nakapag-compete at that time. Tapos nung nag-sports na ako, wait, pero nabuto ko pa kasi. Tapos nung nag-sports na ako, dun, parang dun somehow nag-transition to 5 judges. And then, nung una, parang we train na parang, oh, do your best kata. Yun lang lagi mo to train, best kata. If not best kata, at
Yeah.
least 3 or 4 katas yung dala mo sa bulsa mo. Okay. Tapos, naano natin yun, your first cut, shite.
Yeah,
Shite
shite.
Ayun.
kata.
John and Kangkoday.
And John, Kangkoday, Baseday, or whatsoever. Tapos,
Yun lang.
okay, sorry.
John Kangkoday lang.
Oh, di na upunta na ito si Trika.
My bad, sorry.
Mga basher
Fake news
na
si
lang,
Ella.
basher talaga.
Fake news. Fake news si Ella.
Big boomer.
Wait lang. Kalimutan ko na kasi. Basta naalala ko lang shite. Kaya yung word na shite. Pero hindi ko na maalala yung kata.
Yeah, move on.
Ang
Yeah.
funny. Okay. Tapos, and then after that, you're gonna, pointing system yun. And then after that, depende minsan sa tournament eh. Minsan, they're gonna pair you, and then minsan, they're gonna, pa rin na individual. Parang, hindi kayo magkakatapat. Basta may mga ganong times. Gets nyo ba? Or not? Yeah, anyway. Tapos,
No, get namin. Don't worry.
Oo, kunwari. Oo.
Go,
bakit
go.
ba ako yung nauna?
Sige.
Hindi, mamaya balik na dun.
Oo nga, balik tayo.
I mean, you don't have to say all the rule changes.
Oo, hindi. Sige. pwede
Isa lang,
naman.
isa lang. Like, from Kata and
Or
Committee.
kung ano mga naan mo.
Sorry.
Favorite.
Medyo,
Most significant lang.
medyo hindi ako prepared eh.
Medyo sabog si Ella.
Kaya ang
Gusto mo mag-circle back? Gusto mo mag-circle?
Yeah, sige. Balik na lang. Alex, ikaw naman.
Okay, kala ko from the top
Alex,
na
ikaw
yan.
naman.
Okay, yeah,
Sige,
sure.
go.
Collect your
Ano
thoughts.
eh.
So,
Sige.
just to make it clear, like, para maayos, what Ella said was true, no? Like the kata rule changes, like introducing the athletic point score and then the technical score.
Technical. Yep.
Yeah, that's a big change because it will make less, what do you call it, ties, right?
Yeah.
Because usually you'd have to prepare another kata in case for a tie. But now that we have this APTP kind of system, less ties will occur. So, which is pretty okay. I wouldn't say that the old rules would be easier to compete in than the new rules. It's more like it's just modernized lang. It's just when you're a judge, it's easier to judge. I think that would be better than now. And also like the shite kata where you have to do like two initial or an initial kata first, right? For eliminations. So for Shotokan styles, we had Kankudai or Jion. For other styles, it would be different. If I remember, Wagoryu had like Gankaku as their shite. What else? But yeah, that's all I remember. And so that's different. So you either had to pick Kankudai or Jion, practice that first. I always do Kankudai first because I don't know. I like the pacing of
Ay, mo ng Jion.
Kankudai. Not that I don't like Jion. Not like I don't like Jion. It feels like Kankudai has more flashier movements, like the double jump, diba? Double
Yeah.
kick.
Yeah.
But if you're really strong, maybe John would be the correct kata since it's a shore style kata.
Yep. Yes.
What else? Yeah, the transition from flag system into point system. So now
Yes,
you
malaki
have
rin
to
yun.
do one best kata, right? Back then, flag system you had to prepare like depends on how many people are in your
Yeah,
event.
4 to 5.
Sometimes if
That's
it's
all yun.
few, 3 to 4. If there's a lot of
Yeah.
you, 4 to 5. And then maybe a
Yep.
sixth one for a
Wouldn't
tie. No, sorry, no tie pala. Sa point
No, walang
opponent.
tie.
Oh, walang tie.
Ah,
So there you have it. Now maybe now that we have our point system, we now have like you prepare maybe two katas, best kata and maybe in case of tie, that's it. And then you have so that's for kata. For kumite naman, I'll just say one. I think a big change was the removing of like the penalty point, where if you get a foul,
yes.
like
Yeah.
Yes.
if you get two fouls, the other guy gets a point. If you get three fouls, the other guy gets 2 points already. So that's big.
Yeah.
And then you get a third, well, it's not 3 points, right? It's only disqualified if I remember correctly. Tama ba?
Forgot na nga eh.
Hansoko Choi, right? The third foul.
Hansoku. Oh, wait. Kasi,
Hansoko Chui.
Choi, and
Yes.
then Hansoko yung
yeah, the first foul, it's just a foul.
Yeah,
Kay
foul.
Koku. Kay Koku.
Keikoku, yeah, that's 1 point already awarded to the opponent.
Yeah.
Tapos,
Hansoko Chui.
Hansoku Chui, yeah. It's already
Third,
2 points.
Hansoku yung last.
Yeah, Hansoku. I
Yung
think that
kick out.
it's instant disqualification na. So
Yeah,
there you
yeah.
have it. So that's pretty big because you make 2 mistakes, that's already 1 point for the opponent. But of course, it has to be the same category pala. So there you have it.
Category 1 and 2. Tama yan.
Yeah. So I guess that was a big thing kasi it was what you call it, you can like push your opponent out and then people do that, right?
Wrestling.
Yes,
Oh.
yes. Di ba push? Siguro throw techniques.
Yeah.
Ano
Yeah,
medyo,
yeah.
ano
Parang
na.
ko-corner mo, ganun. Ko-corner.
And then
pressure.
a lot of people would take the like getting punched,
Fouls.
getting hit,
Yes.
taking fouls. So that's another thing. So now you can abuse that. Well, kinda.
Yeah.
Diba? So some
That's
people
why they removed it. Huh?
probably.
Uh,
I don't know.
yeah.
Don't
Oh,
know, but
I don't know why they
one of-
changed
one
it.
of the reasons, probably.
But it's already good. Yeah, I prefer that.
Sige. Mm.
So,
yeah, we can
yeah.
discuss that na
Sige.
in like mas malalim pa later siguro
Yeah.
or something.
So Prince, what about you? What are the changes?
Yeah, so for me yung sobrang dami talaga kasi syempre being the oldest sa
Yeah.
group, mas pinakamarami kong na-experience siguro na tournaments. Anong tawag dito? Kasi kung tama pagkakalala ko, medyo nakarami na akong tournament bago yung first tournament ni Alex. So, kasi ahead ako kay Alex 3 years ata. And then si Ella, I think, started later than Alex. So, experience-wise, medyo mas madami. Dati kasi walang point system. So, malaking bagay yun. Sa kata, walang point system. So, laging flag. And then may time...
yung flag talaga eh. Doon ako
Yeah.
nag-start, pero flag lang, walang point.
Oo. Umabot naman tayo actually ng advanced kata na may flag pa eh.
Parang sa transition, no, first stage point, and then the next is
Yeah.
flag, di ba?
Yeah.
Like
May
a
mga
copy.
ganon. Oo.
Parang sa finals na lang yung flag system, ganun.
Oo, may nangyayaring
Or
yun.
ganon.
top 4,
Yan.
ganun. Tapos flag
Yeah,
na.
pag masyado ng madami, ang ginagawa nila siguro pang dwindle down. Oo, tama yun. Ang ginagawa ko kasi sila top 8 eh, and then top 4, top 2, para 4 katas total. Parang isang point system and then tatlong flag, parang ganun. Pero naranasan ko din yung puro flag, tapos pwedeng umulit ng kata. And then naranasan ko rin yung puro flag na bawal umulit ng kata. Naranasan ko rin yung puro flag na bawal umulit ng magkasunod. So pwedeng henshodan. So marami talaga. And then meron yung shite, tulad ng sinabi ni Alex. First kata shite. Ang gagawin is meron pa nun yung shite, yun yung flag system. So yung first round mo shite lang yan. Pareho kayong shite. So pwede kayong John and Kankodai. Yun yung kalaban mo, John Kankodai lang. So first round mo yun. Meron din yung shite na point. So pagandaan kayo ng shite. And then top 8. Parang ganun. Tapos meron din yung time na ang tawag dito sa advanced, Yung tulad nung nabanggit ko, hindi ko alam paano nila ginawa yun, na yung finals is point system pa din. Nangyari, flag system nung una, tapos point system nung finals. Medyo weird talaga. Hindi
Kailan
ko alam
to?
nangyari. Smart. Yung MP Silver.
2011?
Hindi ko alam.
Put it
Yun
Hindi ko
yung
alam.
time. It's either
Hindi ko alam.
2010 or 11. Yun yung time
Oo.
ng Smart.
Yun. Basta yun. Naalala ko yung tournament na yun kasi weird nung rule set nun eh. Hindi ko na maintindihan. Basta nagkakata lang ako nun.
Kulang sa flags.
And then yun. Siguro. Kulang sa
Oo
referee.
nga, mahal din daw. Flags.
Oo. I mean, ano pa ba? Basta yun yung, medyo nakakapanghinayang actually ngayon kasi siguro nga nagtitipid sila sa oras. One kata, best kata na lang, ganun. So yung gusto mong gawin for finals, yun na yung gagawin mo. And then yun nga, nililimit nila yung mga tie, ganun. Pero for me, mas enjoyable talaga yung old rule set na parang flag lang lahat. Pagandahan kayo. Tapos yung doon nagpa-factor in yung kay Alex. For example, respetado to. Unso ko agad. Best kata ka agad. Doon yun.
Yeah.
Yun yung masaya doon eh. Yun yung masaya. Swear. Parang uutakan mo and then bawal umulit ng kata kasi isusulat nila yung kata mo. Pag inulit mo yung kata mo, disqualified. Parang ganun. So, kailangan planuhin mo talaga yung progression mo. For example, magaling na agad to, titipirin mo ba yung kata mo? Or like, isi-save mo siya for finals. Yung mga ganong klaseng mind games, hindi na kasing enjoyable ngayon eh. Kasi best kata na. Tapos, isa pa, ready kayo sa rant ko. For example, ngayon, it's TPAP, tulad ng sinabi ni Ella, di ba? So, totoo yun, mas konti yung magiging ties. Pero, for me, kasi, sa tournament, meron dyan yung factor na you're doing the kata perfectly and you're doing a hard kata. So magkaiba yung factor. So parang minsan sasabihin nila, yang Gankaku, mananalo yan sa Sochin. Like for example, parehas nilang level ginawa, mananalo yan sa Sochin. Or like yung Unso, kung bakit best kata yan, kasi it's the most explosive. It has a jump. Parang ganun na kata. And pwede rin yung Kankosho, malakas yung Kankosho kasi it has two jumps. Yung mga ganung bagay ba?
It's like spectacular movement.
Yeah, oo. So ngayon, kung i-factor mo yan sa TPAP, syempre mas mataas yung athletic performance ng mga ganung klase. Yung mga may kicks, may mga jumps. So, yeah, it's understood. Pero, syempre, dun sa mga, like, traditionally talaga, marami akong nakikita ever since na parang Unso, tinatalo sila ng mga Sochin, mga ganun, mga lesser katas. Basay Show, nagagamit pa dati. Now, you rarely see Basay Show. Hindi ko na mag-name drop. Hindi mo na mag-name drop. Okay. Yan, Basay Show is rarely used kasi it's not a spectacular kata. Pero kung yung pagbabasehan mo noon is parang who did the kata more perfectly, Basay Show is easier to perfect. Sochin is easier to perfect rather than Unso, parang ganun. So, meron pa dati nung first nationals ko, it was kahit anong kata gawin mo. So, ako, nagba-brown belt kata na ako. And then, may umabot sa semi-finals, Hen Shodan lang, tsaka Hen Nidan. Kasi ang basehan nila who can do the kata more perfectly. Malamang Heian. It's a lot easier than yung mga brown belt katas. Siyempre, if you would choose a brown belt kata that was done poorly, maraming mali sequence, rather than a Heian kata done perfectly or kamo ng better than yung ginawa ng brown belt advanced kata, syempre you would favor yung mga ganung bagay. Inalis na yun sa because of the rule set changes, yun yung mga naalis nun. Syempre me bias sa mga old yung mga ganong klaseng kata, mga Basay Show, Niju Shiho, Sochin, rather than yung WKF standard kata sa Goju Shosho and Unso, MP, Kankodai, Kankosho, mga ganon. Mga Sansai, ganon. Kasi, ang nangyayari kasi, the people, they strive to do harder katas rather than perfect the katas that they're currently taught. Parang ganun. So, for example, advanced ka, kailangan mo agad matuto ng Unso. Kailangan mo agad matuto ng Sansai. Parang ganun. Or like, ano ba, Chatanyara. Or, ano nga yung Shitokata na may yung maraming steps? Super Impei. Yes, Super Impei. Oo, rather than focus on perfecting your brown belt katas.
The
Alam mo yun? So,
fundamentals. Right.
yeah, your basic, your fundamental katas. So, ako, ewan, siguro like, oldie. yun yung rant ko dun eh.
Yeah,
It's a
understandable.
big factor, 'di ba? Oo, totoo 'yun. So, yun yung sa kata, pero if you would like to add more later dun sa sinabi ko, feel free, yun sa kumita naman, tama si Alex, malaking change yung penalty points kasi it can drastically change the tides of a fight, parang ganun. Pero for me, it was better nung nandun yun. Because now people are free to do 3 fouls. Nung dati, they were only free to do 1.
Yeah.
And then may penalty kagad. So now they can abuse those 3 fouls. They can hit 3 times hard. They can yung mga runners, they can go out of bounds 3 times na walang penalty. Alam mo yun? So wala, for me it's better lang na nandun yun. And also kailangan mas perfect. For example, nag-foul ka na 1 time, wag ka na mag-foul. Parang ganon. Na outside ka na 1 time, hindi ka na pwedeng ma-outside ulit. Rather than they give you 3 chances to repeat the same mistake all over again. Matter of my opinion lang, no. Another big rule set change is yung tulad na nabanggit ni Ella kanina, yung tie. Inabutan ko yung pag nag-tie kayo ng points, kasi dati walang sensyo. So pag nag-tie kayo ng points, yeah, bibigyan kayo 30 seconds. Laban ulit, paramihan. Meron na naman yung pag nag-tie, yeah, versus score wins.
Yeah.
Yes. Meron na naman yung pag nag-tie, wala nang extension. Pipili yung judges sino mananalo.
Based on aggressiveness.
Yeah, aggressiveness, gano'n, and a lot of different factors. Kasi medyo yung aggressiveness na yan eh. Medyo questionable. So, and ano pa ba? Now there's the sensyo, no? So pag first point ka, you have the advantage pag nag-tie. Ikaw mananalo kapag nag-tie because you scored the first point, parang ganun. So that's a big change, no? Yeah, sige, yun muna yung mga rants. Ivana, ano pang mga naisip mo?
I think si Ella muna.
Ella? Okay, circle back. Ella?
Yeah, circle back to Ella muna.
And then siguro, one big factor, natin kumita. One big factor is yung reviews.
Oh
yes, tama yan. Totoo yan. Totoo yan.
Before, parang agreeable ako doon. Kasi, ang daming scores, ang daming punches, ang daming kicks na sasayang. But, until, again, time just goes by, parang, yung intensity ng both players, parang, nadi-decrease dahil sa waiting game ng video, dahil sa video replay na yan. So, parang big factor siya na parang you guys are both in the same hype na. It's parang, ito pa, kasi minsan, sasabihin, kahit alam mong pasok, tapos sasabihin nilang no. Parang, what's the use of the video replay?
Yeah.
If ganun lang din. So, parang, I don't know if nasa tao na ba yun or sinasadya nila. Pero for me, before it was yes.
Sir Franco.
Yes, pero ngayon, parang,
talk more about that next time, no?
No, yes. Pagbalik ni Sir Franco, di ba? Pag-uusapan natin, di ba?
Pero totoo kasi yung sobrang hype mo na, di ba? Tapos biglang, video review. Ang tagal na eh.
Yeah, matagal
so, pag
yun.
nag-resume na ngayon yung commit
another set na naman.
Parang warm up ka na naman. Ganun.
Maghihintay ka na matagal. Yun yung naisip ko sa commit.
Nakawala sa focus kasi yun eh, di ba? Parang game na game ka na eh. Pero okay din yun. Kunyari pag pagod ka na, pahinga naman. So, malaking factor din. Pwede rin yun. Oo. So, ayun.
Unless sobrang tagal. Nawala na yung effect ng sugar rush ng chocolate mo.
Hindi ka na pinagpapawisan. Lamig mo na ulit. Yeah.
Okay, sana ka
big factor.
Yeah, open air tournaments. Okay lang, mainit pa rin eh, ganun. Yeah.
Pero what if kung magkaganon dito here in the Philippines? A question lang, what are your opinions if we will have that in here?
Video review? I think we already have, no? I mean,
we do, but it's not a good system for me.
Yeah, like
di kasing polished.
At saka ang niya, like mag-iisip ka rin if you want to, you get to get your video reviewed kasi may fee, right? Pero I think
Yeah,
sa
that's
iba ba? Sa
what's
ibang
supposed
bansa
to
ba may
do.
fee pa rin? May fee din ba? I don't know if they have
In
I
other
don't know.
where?
Ah, wait
I'm
lang.
not sure.
Hindi ko alam kung pareho tayong pinag-usapan kasi Ella, ano bang video review yung sinasabi mo, yung nasa loob ka ng game or after ng game? Kasi
Inside,
yung
during.
okay, during the game Ivana, yung may fee yung after the game
Oh,
na parang you ask to review ganun,
Oo.
10,000 pesos ata? Question mark.
Ang laki
Yeah,
na.
malaki siya.
So parang mapapaisip ka rin talaga if like you want to get parang pang ma-prove lang na ikaw dapat yung like got this medal ganon or what.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird system. And it's like you have to get a video from someone else. It's not like video equipment from the tournament host itself.
Yeah.
But I think they should be the one providing it, no? Just
Yeah,
like how they
dapat.
provide like laptops and monitors, they should also provide like a video system so that
I think yung
it's
mga
easy.
international ones, yung mga
Yeah, sa international meron na kasi nun eh.
meron na
Yeah.
silang sariling camera, right? Which is nice. Like sana we're
And multiple angles. So, syempre sa Kumite, kailangan yun eh. Kasi like, from one angle, pwedeng hindi pasok. From another, pasok. Parang ganun. So, organizers. Baka naman. Baka naman. Okay.
Anyway.
Ano pa, Ivana? May
ayan.
ano ka pa?
Yung sa akin naman yung, well, one of the rule changes, I think yung pag comply with sa mga protection gears. Kasi before, di ba yung napanood natin yung kay Ma'am Gege, like wala siyang instep. Tapos ngayon, kailangan mo na ng mga like, dami talaga, dami mo kailangan. So,
madami.
Yung may time actually sa Kabanatuan ba yun? I didn't know. Kasi invitational siya, biglaan lang sa Kabanatuan. Tas, Kabanatuan ba? I forgot. But yeah, anyway, kasama ko sila Diego nun. Sila Diego. Tapos, parang pumunta lang kami and then sabi, parang, kailangan daw ng chest protector, ganyan. Wala akong dalang chest protector kasi akala ko hindi ko kailangan. Kasi syempre, like invitational tournaments. Usually naman, hindi naman sila nagre-require na may chest protector, may face gear.
Hindi ganun ka-strict,
Hindi siya ganun ka-strict pag invitational. Tapos nagulat ako. So parang, anong gagawin ko? Wala ako, chest protector. Humiram pa ako kay Diego. Di ba ang lit ni Diego?
That's Diego.
Yeah, thank you po. Thank you, Diego. Ayun. Tapos parang, inantay ko pang matapos yung game niya. Tapos I had to nagmadali pa ako after ng game niya kasi ako na. Parang sobrang yung scheduling kasi. Anyway, so I think that's a big change kasi it's really hassle kapag nagte-training ka nang walang chest protector or
That's true. Yeah.
Tas pag nasa tournament ka na,
it feels weird.
It feels weird. So usually nakikita ko sa mga like national athletes, they train with the chest protector, which is tama naman kasi like we train with mouthpiece, ganyan, mga gear natin. So I think mas kailangan i-implement yung mga ganun trainings kapag
face-to-face na.
Yeah, face-to-face na. Yung may gear, yung complete talaga kasi it's really a big change. Para kang sumabak sa tournament na bago yung gear mo, 'di ba nakakapanibago rin.
Parang hindi ka sanay, parang hindi ka talaga comfortable sa movements mo.
Parang it's malaking din siya effect sa gameplay mo. Baka matalo ka pa kasi bago yung gear mo, 'di ba?
Yeah,
Kasi ang sala ng headgear, share ko lang.
Yes, let's talk about that.
Yung way back 2013 Shakaf. Ano pa ako, kadat ako noon. Tapos kailangan ng headgear. Hindi ako sanay.
Anong headgear yan?
Yung buo, yung white thing. Tapos parang
okay. Yeah.
Ayun, basta yun. Tapos parang when you're wearing it, parang hindi siya yung parang yung space, hindi exactly above the eye.
Sa field of vision mo.
It's over here.
You need to like put it down a little bit para lang makita mo yung opponent mo.
Yes, true. Totoo yan.
Ang tangos ng ilong niya, ang tangos ng ilong sa mga headgear na yun. Like,
sobra. Tapos, may rules pa nun, once na suntoka or like na-touch lang yung headgear mo, it's already considered as a foul.
Oh, yeah.
Sobrang strict.
I've experienced with that.
International courts. Tapos, Wala lang, ang funny lang kasi, yun nga, big factor yung hindi tayo sanay mag-training with the gears and stuff. Tapos pagdating natin sa competition na parang, oh no, ano to? Pero parang yung time kasi na na-try ko mag-headgear, very limited lang yung time. Sobrang limited lang. Tapos ang hirap pa, tapos hindi ka pa sanay. Kasi all the years that you've been training, wala kang headgear, tapos all of a sudden, tapos yung tingin mo yung vision mo pa, parang hindi ka sure kung saan ka titingin. Wala lang,
Yeah.
ang funny lang yung
Also,
time na yun.
Also, ang hirap niyang makahinga pag naka-headgear ka. Hindi ko alam kung bakit kasi may butas naman. Pero
Kaya
ang
oo
hirap
nga.
makahinga. Yeah, so
Yeah, mahirap
Iba
huminga.
yung fog
Syempre.
up pa. So it's like,
Nagpa-fog.
Oo.
Yeah.
Kapag, so parang
Mm.
sobrang hassle. Like,
Yeah.
ayun. Ano si Alex may...
I know,
Hey, Alex.
there was just one time lang where, like what Ella said, if you hit the mask, that's a foul, no? So there was one time I was fighting in one tournament, and then I managed to score, or no, not score. I managed to hit my opponent with a hooking kick, and then the face mask went here. So I didn't really hit his head hard. I just hit the mask. Ganun. So of course, and then it's weird that they fouled me for that.
Foul. Mm.
So like, how am I supposed to kick without the mask not moving?
Yeah.
Baka it's
I don't know.
loose. The mask is
Maybe,
loose.
yeah, that might be a thing too. So
Yeah.
it's so weird.
So, ayun nga. Let's talk about din siguro, since na-mention nyo naman yung mga ganyang gear. May progression kasi dati yung gear eh. Tulad, for example, nung nakita natin ni Ma'am Gege. Nung lumalaban si Ma'am Gege, naka-mouthpiece siya, di ba? And then, yun nga, may mga shin guards, instep, ganun. So, nung the first time nung nag-try ako mag-tournament, wala pang ganun. Ang meron lang gloves, tapos gloves and then headgear. Yun lang yun. And then nag-upgrade siya, nawala yung headgear, naging gloves and then mouthpiece lang. And then naging gloves and then mouthpiece and then instep, shin guards, and then nadagdagan ng chest protector, nadagdagan ng groin guard. Alam mo yun, kung gusto mo lang malagyan, parang ganun. And then meron pa yung, dati kasi yung chest protector, hindi siya chest protector, like buong body protector siya. So, ang dami nang naging changes dun sa required gear para sa tournament. Pero yun nga, mahirap na may headgear sa totoo lang. Mahirap huminga nun. Yeah.
Super.
And bawal mo yung tanggalin. May rules dati na bawal mo yung tanggalin in the middle of the fight. So kung kunyari hindi ka makahinga, bawal mo siya tanggalin. Medyo weird, pero ayun. Ang pinakatumagal tayo, I think it's yung shin guards, mouthpieces, tapos gloves, instep. Yun yung pinakatumagal tayo. Yung chest protector, di tayo sanay. Groin guard, di masyado. Ano pa ba? Yung face mask nga, yung face mask, nung sa Siakap, nagulat nga ako, meron kayo eh. Kasi hindi, hindi, wala nun sa amin. Wala.
16, yung mga 16 years old and
Cadet.
above, wala. Cadet lang, 14, 16 years old and below.
15 below.
Oo,
wait lang.
meron. Kasi cadet pa ako nun eh.
Baka girls lang kayo or
No,
something.
hindi, even guys.
No, wala. Ay, sabagay.
Cadet kasi. Cadet.
Junior pala ako, no? Ayun. So, yun, mahirap dati. And then, nahiranasan mo pa dati yung, for example, wala kang sariling face mask. Magpo-provide yung tournament. Hindi, ito mas malala. Magpo-provide yung tournament provider ng belt, ng gloves, at ng headgear for everyone. So, pagkakatapos lang, sobrang baho, sobrang pawis, gloves, headgear, gagamitin mo rin. Parang, Dugyoters. Ayun, so, yun, malaki ding change yun, yung sa gear, sa kumite.
Yeah.
Do you have any other experience pa ba?
Sa iba pa.
Chest protector, pinakahirap sa lahat. Kasi this was Thailand, 2015. And then required yung chest protector. Tapos parang nung una nasasakal ako kasi umaangat hanggang leeg. Parang ang hassle din kasi lagi mo siyang ibababa. Parang like, every time na you're gonna move, parang may time na talagang ibababa mo siya kasi hindi ka makahinga. Yung mga ganong times lang naman. But, ayun, nakaka-bother lang. Siguro for us, for the future. For the future people, I mean face-to-face, siguro we'll consider it na part of the training kasi you will never know eh. Tsaka it's also for the safety of the player din.
Yeah.
Diba? Kasi there was a time, I guess, no. nakita ko yun, Vietnam, shock off din yun. And then nakita ko yung bibig niya na punit.
Mm-mm.
Tapos on the spot, like,
Yeah.
oh my God, like,
stitch.
I cannot. Like, parang, may gloves na tayo nun. Pero yeah, it was seniors din kasi. So, parang, very delicate yung head. Pero kasi, I don't know if, maybe yes, maybe no, headgear. Pero ang hassle din kasi talaga eh.
Yeah. Also,
Pero ang angas mo nun kapag na-stitch ka dahil sa karate, no? Parang, uy,
it still
Ang
sucks,
sakit
man.
kaya.
what
Kasi
happened
like,
to you?
Na-stapler ka.
kasi,
Money heist. Na-stapler ka.
kasi parang na-pause yung tournament doon. Kasi like, talagang,
Mm-mm.
Marami actually. Oh, grabe yan. Marami mga sobrang lala na sa tournament. Pero pa dati na nakita ko, reverse punch sa bayan, tapos hindi na gumalaw yung lalaki. I mean, super solid sa solar plexus, tapos tumumba na lang. Binuhat siya ng teammates niya palabas. Oh, ganun kalalain mo. Pero dati pa yan, mga oldie. Bata pa ako nun. Lucena,
Also,
kung di ako nagkakas.
Does the chest protector have like a foam sa back? Or chest lang yun?
Chest lang.
Yung
In
chest
front,
lang.
no? Yo, kasi I
Actually,
remember...
Ay, sorry.
No, because I remember like using one in a tournament. Tapos I was fighting like an age up in Kumite. I remember like getting kicked in the back. Tapos my soul left my body. But,
Let's go.
like
Yeah.
all my organs are ringing na.
Yeah, so sometimes pag sobrang solid ng punches, hindi rin siya
Yung tumatalaw.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, talking about yung safety nga natin, like the reason why we actually have all these restrictions and all these like changes sa gear requirements is karate's like modernization or transformation na nag-a-adjust sa times with the times. So
Sport.
yeah, with the sport din. So parang do you think na can you say na karate is like getting softer through time ba? Let's start with Pipe Prince.
Okay, ako muna. So name dropa na. In terms of sa kumite, syempre dito tayo mag softer. Mas maano sa kumite. Sabi ni Ma'am Maricar, ayaw niya yung changes with the time. Hindi natin na-mention kanina. Dati it was 1 minute, 1 minute and a half, 2 minutes, parang ganun. Tapos yung points. So yung nabanggit ni Ivana na may required number of points lang. Inabutan ko yung 4 points lang, panalo ka na. First to 4, panalo ka na. First to 6, panalo ka na. And then na dumating dyan yung lead by 4, lead by 6, lead by 8, parang ganun, bago ka manalo. And then ngayon ata, I think it's ubusan ng time. So ayan. Ang nangyari is dahil dyan sa ubusan ng time na yan, and then pahaba 3 minutes, parang ganun. I can say na it's hindi naman siguro getting softer, pero it's getting boring. Ang sakit, no? Mas masakit pakinggan, no? Pero it's true kasi ngayon madalas they spend a minute 30 seconds na parang just jumping. Kasi mahaba pa yung oras eh. Ayaw nilang burn out yung sarili nila na parang first minute todo bigay. Hindi pa naman tapos. And then pagod ka na the second minute. So babawi yung kalaban mo sa'yo ngayon. So kadalasan ng strategy siguro is like delay lang ng delay. Pag may score ka, delay. Kasi ubusan ng oras. Well, dati paunahan talaga mga score. Like for example, nasipa na sa mukha. Hala, malapit ng alam mo yun, konti na lang matatalo ka na. So kailangan mo talaga maghabol. May urgency. Ngayon, parang nasipa ka sa mukha, 3 points kalaban. Mahaba pa oras eh. So, I'll take my time. I'll have to bide. Parang ganun. Wait for the perfect opportunity to score. Parang ganun. So, it's getting more boring. Sa totoo lang. Yung pinahaba yung time, and then inintroduce yung walang ginagawa. Anong tawag doon? Yung this one?
Passivity or...
Yeah, that, may tawag doon eh.
So, yun.
Yun.
Basta yung ganun. yung basta yung wala silang ginagawa pareho and then pareho sila magkakaroon ng kikoku. Avoiding combat. Yeah, avoiding combat. Basta hindi ko pangit. Hindi siya maganda. Maganda yung start. Shobaji may salpakan kagad. Pak. And then score. Paunahan. 6, alam mo yun. Pero syempre hindi ka naman mindless na parang suntukan kagad. Ganun. Kahit lamang ka. Bam. Alam mo yun. You protect your lead. Pero Dati kasi parang kapag lamang ka, mas aggressive yung kalaban, of course, kasi nag-habol siya. So you employ a different technique na parang you employ Maigeris, you employ thrust kicks, alam mo yun, to keep the distance
Yeah.
between you two. Pero like ngayon, alam mo yun, parang wala lang. Kung lamang yung kabila, it's
Kaya
just the
pa.
same. Walang urgency kasi ubusin mo yung oras eh.
Yeah.
For me, it's yun nga, getting more boring. Ano ba mga rule changes nun? Yun din, yung sa penalty points. So wala nang penalty points. Ma-foul ka na isang beses, okay lang, tigasan mo yung panga mo. Kasi pwedeng dalawa pa bago siya ma-kick out. And of course, hindi niya gagawin yun. For example, meron dating tournament na parang since isa lang yung free foul, sisipain ka nila sa
Chan.
sa
Hindi foul.
Oh.
sa Yagba balls, alam mo yun? So, and then wala ka ng laro, sira na yung laro mo. Kasi one foul lang eh. So, one foul and then hindi ka na makagalaw ng maayos kasi you got kicked in the nuts, alam mo yun?
I think you
And
can
then-
jump to second foul na eh, pag if it's intense. Pag
Oo.
Possible
Ay,
yun.
na ngayon, yeah, you can. But like dati, it was no. Parang isang foul lang yan. So, ngayon, pwedeng gawin siguro, alam mo yun, mas maraming fouls or basta, medyo malaking ano siya. And kasi kung isipin mo na parang may mga nagsasabi na parang kaya tinanggal yun kasi they win through fouls lang, they win through outsides ng kalaban lang. But for me, it's like, hindi ba kasalanan? For example, if nanalo yung kalaban mo sa foul, hindi mo ba kasalanan yun? Kasi you don't know how to aim. You're an idiot for not knowing how to aim. You don't know how to control. Isn't that your fault? And kapag nanalo ka naman through outsides, isn't that more credit to you? Kasi na-outside mo siya 4 times. Alam mo yun, you pressured him into going out of bounds 4 times. Hindi parang, nanalo ka kasi outside na outside. At saka parang, hindi ba yun weakness niya? Kasi hindi siya makapag-defend ng maayos. Lagang hindi siya makapag-circle out ng pressure mo. So, maraming iba't ibang rule changes na like for me, ngayon talaga it's getting more boring. Siguro kasi nga, yun nga, technical. Tumataas level. Diba? Tulad ng na-mention ko dati. Pataas yung level ng mga tao. So, talagang yung margin ng error nila, paiksi ng paiksi. Pero, it's getting boring kasi dahil doon na parang masyado silang defensive. Masyado silang nagtitipid or like they're thinking about it too much instead of just, alam mo yun, going for points, parang ganun. Mas nagiging tentative kasi they're playing more of a mind game, parang ganun. So, yeah, yun muna yung aking rant. Okay, reverse ano tayo? Alex, ikaw.
Yeah. Well, adding on to what you said, no, that's true, no. What's happening to karate is, especially with kumite, it's not as exciting, especially when you compare to the other martial arts, di ba, when they spar. Kasi tuloy-tuloy. Here in karate, in kumite, it's like, I think there's a reason why it's like that, and it's because of one certain karate philosophy that we follow in a tournament, which is Iken Hisatsu, if you guys remember that, which is like kill in one blow. I think that's the model that the competition for kumite is based on. So that's when you get like hit, that's like 1 point. It's like that's already 1 kill. Parang ganun. And so that's how our point system is based, and that makes it kind of boring because it's not tuloy-tuloy. You can just like keep throwing flurries of punches and then maybe do takedowns or more follow-ups. No, one punch, that's already a score. The match is over and resetted, right? And there's a certain there's a certain problem with that, which arises from that circumstance, is that players tend to, just like what Senpai Prince said, tend to bounce around more instead of engage, because like what Senpai Prince said, there's especially when the skill level goes up, there's no room for error. No, the margin for error is getting thinner and thinner, right? So you don't want for beginners, for amateurs, sure, he can just go in, okay, and you might score a point, maybe not. But when you're fighting against a very fast, a very good player, when you go in, he's most likely gonna see that and like exploit that opportunity to score on you. So you have that fear in your head. So you have to. It's like you're waiting for an opportunity. So is him, or so is your opponent rather.
Yeah.
So it's just like almost a waiting game, trying to see if there's an opening, an opportunity that you can exploit for you to be able to attack. And that's something I don't really entirely agree upon, no? Because again, it's boring. We have to wait. One punch, that's not how fighting works really, especially nowadays. You do not see one kill, one blow right now. I mean, nowadays, I mean, especially when you're fighting against a very experienced fighter, right? Maybe a
Yeah.
knockout, sure, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, knockout.
One punch knockouts, but it's unlikely still, no? Usually those kinds of knockouts go after like several rounds by into the fight. So I don't know how I don't know I even I don't know how I don't know the answer how to change that. But that's like built into our core philosophy na Iken Hisatsu.
Yeah.
So what do you call this? Yeah, so a lot of people tend to be more passive or avoid combat, especially once you get a cheap 3 point score, right?
Yeah.
And then you just run around the mat already.
Mm.
Or not really run around, but
Defend.
you know,
Parang ganun.
defend,
Offensive.
right?
Yeah.
Because you can
Yeah.
get called for the foul. Imagine like how many seconds is avoided combat? Like 10? Let's say
Uh,
15,
To
15.
20.
15.
15 to
You
20.
do that like 3 times because you if fourth foul, you're already out. So you
out
can do
ka
that
na.
3 times. That's already 45 seconds out of
3
like a
minutes. Kamo
minute
na.
or
Yeah.
like 1 minute and a half of your match. So that's like half of your match already, you know. So the game tends to be like pretty bullshit, you know, pretty boring. It's like he scored a cheap shot maybe, even though if it's not a cheap kick, right? Still, he's gonna be running around for like half the match already. So it's quite it's not good. It's not good. I don't know how to change that. Maybe if you avoid engaging for maybe the third like engagement, right? Maybe
BRB.
that's where you call it no? So there you go. What other is but in my opinion, karate isn't exactly getting softer. It's just getting more technical and it's just modernizing, no. But
Yeah.
it we need to try to modernize it to the right direction lang. So that's my opinion lang. Those are just my main gripes also. Just like what by Prince said, no, about the boringness and then the passivity. What about you, Ella?
So, anyway, nabanggit niyo na both, pero I wanna talk about yung technicalities, how it grows from time to time na parang hindi na natin siya mababago. And one more thing, yung waiting game. Parang for me, somehow kasi sometimes you encounter your opponents na kilala mo na. And then it's hard for you to like to make the first move. So like both of you would really would like wait talaga until someone initiates the technique. Parang I mean depende naman kasi yun eh. Kasi I don't is it wait lang, correct me if I'm wrong. Parang sa guys it's 3 minutes and then so
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Ngayon, 3 minutes. Oh.
3 minutes. Kasi I remember before ako um it's always been 2 minutes. Kung hindi 2 minutes, 1.5 minute.
Yeah.
Parang
Me.
Parang
Yeah.
for me, it doesn't matter yung time kasi I really don't care. Like during the competitions, wala akong iniisip and stuff. But the time itself, parang depende eh. Kasi awan ko, siguro I'm just not that minded lang before. Pero siguro yung ano lang is, yeah, yung waiting game masyadong matagal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yun ang masasabi ko, masyadong matagal. But, ayun, as Alex said nga kanina, we need to like go to the right path for those technicalities in this kind of time. Kasi wala tayong magagawa. We cannot bring it back na eh. Diba? So, we just need to adapt and to adjust on what's like currently what we're having right now. Yun. Yun ang
Yeah.
wala akong masyadong
Because
masabi. But
it's
yeah.
scary eh. Like the thought of being scored on first, especially now that you have Sensho, diba?
Oh,
Sensho.
Sensho.
So
Yeah.
you're scared to go in because he might be ready for you,
Mm.
and what do you call this?
But
So
you're
is he.
confident
So
enough.
is he. So you're just waiting, the both of you, and that happens a lot. Like first maybe 15 seconds, you're both gonna get called passive for passivity, right? So it's just
Yeah.
weird. And then after the next go, you're like trying to throw some feint kicks, like no, kaware hindi passive, right?
Mm.
So
Kunwari.
it's still the same. It's just that you're throwing air punches, para not just to get a call.
Raise your knee, mga ganun.
Yeah, right.
Kunwari kick, mga ganun. Fake.
Exactly.
Para hindi lang masabi na avoid in combat.
At saka ngayon tumaas yung priority ng job.
Yeah.
Kasi you just have to score the first score. So ngayon mataas yung value ng job kasi it's the easiest, fastest technique.
Yeah.
So ayan. Yun siya.
Especially if you're tall, no? Kawawa ka yung short.
And long. Naol. Naol.
Naol.
Yeah. Alex, can you check your mic, maybe settings OBS, parang ganun. Kasi you're echoing daw. So,
right. I'm not quite sure.
Sige lang.
Yeah, so ayun,
Ikaw, Ivana, yeah.
I agree with you guys na, it's really getting kind of boring na. But I also wanna like highlight upon yung sa mga traditional like karate before, yung mga sa times nila like ng mga senseis natin, and
Yeah.
how like different it is compared to now, kasi sobrang I agree na it is getting softer kasi dati yun nga yung Iken Hisats, yung
Yeah, Iken
Tilid Bando,
Hisatsu, yeah.
na parang you're really, yung mindset mo is one hit lang na like para to send a message or to actually like give damage to the opponent, parang ganun.
Yep.
Pero now it's just like yun nga yung parang bouncing around and stuff na it's really kind of
Time consuming.
light kind of karate na ngayon. I don't really know why, but maybe it stems from us not really giving appreciation sa kata siguro, na how parang we study karate na differently, na parang kihon, kata, kumita, parang we separated talaga
Iba, yeah.
now.
Mm.
But before, they really give emphasis na parang your kihon is foundation of your kata and kumite, and your kata kailangan nagagamit mo rin siya sa kumite. So parang siguro if we try to incorporate more of that now, yung kasi actually we don't really, we just yung mga bongkai, 'di ba, we don't really study that every day, every training, it's not really that given. Yeah, we rarely do that.
Madalang.
Parang
Yeah.
pag meron lang
Very.
event, or kapag may competition lang na may
Seminar.
synchronized, mga
Yeah.
ganun.
That's
Or
it.
when you're gonna rank up, but it's not really part of the everyday training for sports.
Yep.
So maybe
Yep.
it's kind of one kind of a factor na rin sa how like kids these days play or what, kasi hindi na parang yung applications ng kata hindi siya na-apply
Yeah.
sa kumite. Parang if they
Yeah.
think of kumite lang talaga siya in itself, not really what can I get from kata na I can apply in kumite, parang ganun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. Hmm. Yep.
Oh.
So I don't know how to fix my mic. So yeah, again, sorry for those that didn't hear me. What do you call this? Okay, so because again, kata has lots of applications that you can't use in kumite, such as like the eye pokes, like eye gouges,
Yeah.
kick the
Groin
groin, and
strikes.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then like elbows and knees because it's too what it hurts. It hurts a lot, and like having like a sport that prioritizes safety and like a good fight, kind of hard, you know. Um, maybe you can like compensate with some rule changes. I don't know how. I have an idea, but I don't know if it will work. But yeah, karate used to be like a is no is like an all rounder traditionally. So using like
Yes.
elbows, knees, palm strikes, and other kinds of different techniques. But we only see like punches and kicks in kumite and takedowns. Now that we have takedowns, good thing we are seeing takedowns now. But
Yes.
but yeah, kata was initially you created just to what do you call this? It's like a book where you write down techniques, no, so that you don't forget how to do these techniques and like the how you perform them, no, like to create more body awareness doing these techniques. That's why kata is created. So you can basically make your own kata. Of course, it doesn't have to be official, but it's just all the techniques in that you know. So like yeah, kicks, punches, certain self-defense techniques. And again, self-defense techniques are different from different from fighting because most self-defense techniques are like a close range because that's how self-defense situations are, close range.
Yep.
Like grab the hair, grab the wrist, grab the shoulder, bear hug. So those are like self-defense situations. Fighting is not a self-defense situation because you consent to fighting. You already put your guard up already. That means okay, let's fight. Okay, while self-defense is a more one-sided, like an ambush, right? So yeah, that's that. I think that's the reason why.
Yeah, but meron pa rin mga concepts na we can actually use sa kumite, like
There are, yeah.
yung mga stances, like how if you're lower, it's harder for you to be taken down, 'di ba? Sa ginagamit natin siya sa kumite. So parang yeah, I think we can try to find more of those concepts na we can, interchange, parang gamitin nga sa kumite. Kasi yeah, it's really really useful and helpful rin na to have that knowledge and to
Mhm.
actually understand more of karate rin.
It's, I think sa ano yun eh. Yung mahirap yung sinasabi ni Ivana na like incorporating yun nga. I think there are some principles na you can incorporate from kata to kumite.
Some lang.
Pero kasi ngayon as kumite becomes more modern, it becomes more of a fight, an in and out ano mo tawag dito? Siguro combat type of thing na hindi ka pa maging flat-footed. Of course, sa kata you're flat-footed, alam mo yun. Hindi ka pwedeng umaangat-angat yung yung heel mo. So, and sa kumite kailangan never kang heel down. It's always heel up and then you're moving around. Ganon. And also yung sa kata, of course, it's full power and then it's iniiwan yung technique. Kumite, it's like just it has to be fast. It doesn't have to be strong. Yeah. And then you're in one technique and then you go out kagad and then pasok and you shout, you kia, alam mo yun. yung mga ganong types of stuff. So it's a different beast. So it's hard to compare. Yun lang talaga, I think.
For that, but
yeah.
Because just one example, right? Like the heel up, heel down. For kata, you almost cannot. Almost not all the time. You can also do heel up, like cat stance, right? But
may
when
mga
you're
stances,
doing a forward stance, I think it's mostly flat-footed for stability. Because it's not like a kumite. And it's stated talaga like in the Nichukun na doing kata and doing kumite is different talaga. So you cannot really make it one, no? You cannot do kata in a fight. So yeah, there you go.
Yung sa ano din being yung flat-footed because the power comes from your feet. 'Di ba? So in kumite you don't need like pwede you need speed more and accuracy more sa kumite. Pwera sa power, not much sa power. So siguro yun nga being not flat-footed helps more dun sa ganun.
It does.
And syempre hindi natin yun pinag-aaralan, but it's the development of the sport through time. Natutunan yun ng coaches natin, ng mga sensei natin, and then tayo din may mga natututunan tayo which we will teach to the next generation. Kasi syempre yung mga rule changes na yan, yun yung nagsha-shape sa sport. So doon ka nakaka-develop ng mga strategies. Dati merong mabalik na naman no sa komite, yung mga referee, may mga judge, may mga referee, may isang referee, right? So isang referee and then tatlong judge. May time na 20% yung lahat ng judge sa decision making, 40% dun sa referee. So may time dati na parang kino-contest yung referee, nakita niya, and then may mga judge ayaw ibibigay niya pa rin kasi it's 40% na anong tawag dito, na of the decision. Minsan nagtatay sila, dalawang judge, isang referee, walang masuskoran kasi magkaiba silang nakita. So maraming iba-ibang alam mo yun, factors. Meron din yung Tinori Sensei Rainer, shoutouts po, yung dati nung nangyari pa yon 40%, 2020, pupwesto ka dun sa side ng referee kasi mas mataas
Para
yung decision
makita.
niya. Yeah, para makita yung reverse punch mo.
Yeah.
So, ayun. So, magsasabayan kayo. Syempre, for example, pareho kayong orthodox. Sabayan kayo yung reverse punch. Mas kita nung 40% side kasi dun sa 20% side yung score mo. So, sa'yo ibibigay. So, yung mga ganong klaseng strategy, na-form yan, kada nag-change yung meta, yung rules kamo na. Oh. So ngayon siguro pabilisan ng job. Syempre kasi sensyohan, alam mo 'yun. Abang-abang tayo ulit sa mga next rule changes. But hopefully ako lang ang ayoko lang is yung pinapahaba yung time and yung tinatanggal yung limit sa score. Kasi yeah, it's getting boring sa totoo lang. Yeah. Sentiments.
Yeah. Any additions?
Anything else? Yeah. Ella, ikaw.
Naman.
Nagtitripan. Okay lang.
I was
Sige,
thinking,
Alex.
maybe we could kind of transition to a full contact sport na rin I was thinking. But kasi it requires a lot of additional training like body toughening, because you have to be punching something actually. No, that's hard. But together with some safety rules. Because we have other karate styles out there like Kyokushinkai, which are not able to participate, which saddens me also. Because that's a
full
style of
contact
karate.
sila eh.
Yeah, that's a style of
full
karate
contact sila.
that's like not included. So parang sayang.
Parang it's hard parang nahihinder rin na matutunan natin yung that style, from just watching. Kasi we learn a lot of different styles through watching din sa competitions ganyan. So if they cannot, 'di ba? If they cannot join, how can we actually like learn then?
Yeah.
I think it's more of a sport thing kasi why was Taekwondo very popular? Kasi they had protective gear, ganun. They had the rules were more mas maayos, alam mo yun, sa tournament, mas safe. Yeah, it's true. And of course ngayon, for example, yung yun nga sa Taekwondo, mas maraming nag-enroll kasi it's mas popular nga ganun. Pero sa totoo lang kasi yun nga, yung notion na rin sa karate na parang it's dangerous, it's full contact, parang ganun. Hanggang ngayon, meron pa rin. We still suffer from that. Kaya nga, sa ngayon, mas marami yung gear. It's safer in general. Alam mo yun, so mas lumalayo tayo dun ngayon sa full contact sport. Kasi yun yung route. Yeah, it's the route that we took para, alam mo yun, mas siguro makapasok sa Olympics, parang ganun. Or like, para mas maging safe yung sport natin, parang ganun. Pero it's a big factor. Kaya hindi tayo talaga makaka-transition sa full contact na sparring.
It's just that like I don't like the concept, pero it's like sports and then like real fighting are all treated like separately din talaga. So I kind of want to see like a future where they kind of blend, even though if it's a little bit closer together, so that it's more real, so that you do karate, and then it's like, and then show it's like you're not being made fun of na parang, you can't like fight that in a real fight, and same with other martial arts, so I want to see like that kind of future, just like MMA.
MMA. Yeah. Yun.
Diba?
Hopefully.
But of course, you have
Kaya
to
nga,
consider
karate is being
safety
used,
eh.
di ba?
Hmm.
Yeah, yun, safety.
Safety ba? Which is true because a lot of kids do karate, but
Yeah.
I don't know how to do
I-
that.
Yeah, totoo yun, tama ka doon. It's because of the kids. Oo, medyo. Of course, we have to make the sport safer for the kids kasi nga yun yung we want to start them young. Pero for example, sa MMA, hindi ka naman kasi parang MMA right from the get-go. Of course, you train wrestling muna. You train a different sport muna. And then, eventually, you transition into multiple martial arts. Parang ganon. So, it's a different beast. At saka, kung titignan mo kasi, the budget, kamo na lang. The tournaments now for karate, they're really small. And then the prizes are, alam mo yun, are medals, parang ganon. Like, pero kasi, when compared to MMA na you get contracts, you get thousands of dollars, like for example sa UFC, kada laban mo. So it's really a different, parang pati yung healthcare, they take care of you when you go into MMA. Karate, they don't. They don't. Of course, they have a doctor inside the tournament area, pero of course, kapag for example, we transition to a full contact sport, are we ready? Alam mo yun, we are not. We are not, di ba? So yun, it's a different sport. So it's hard to compare talaga. Pero one can only wish, di ba, Alex?
Yep, that's true.
Any other additions to that?
I think we can continue.
Okay. Ayun. So, talking about all these tournament experiences, no? It makes you relive yung mga times na naiiyak or like losing sa tournament. What ganyan? Why are you looking at me? Anyway, ayun. So parang
Hindi sila natatalo.
Oh, sorry.
Just kidding.
But yeah, it's inevitable to lose tournaments, and do you think these instances where you lose or like yung parang mga failures sa training or sa journey natin, is it really that like essential, or parang how can you apply these failures into your karate journey? Let's start.
Ako na una. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so mabalik tayo sa quote na isa talagang it really struck through me, and then I shared it to my students, and then siguro hindi ko alam kung naintindihan nila pero I try to explain naman lalo to my younger kids, no? So ang tawag dito, mountain top will never teach you the same lessons as rock bottom. So parang gano'n, or like parang binaliktad ko siya, parang gano'n. Parang gano'n. Pero it's true. Yeah, it's true. Kasi for me, failure is essential to growth. Kasi if marami din like they reach the top and then they lose sight of their focus, parang gano'n. And then of course, there are times na parang you lose and then you learn more when you lose. Tapos yung the humble pie na lagi kong minimension yun, it's you have to eat that slowly. For example, natalo ka, ganun, or like you were bested, you were wrong, parang ganun. It's the self-realization that makes you grow. If you don't realize your mistake, if you don't realize kung bakit ka natalo, parang ganun, you will never grow. So, yung example dyan sa failure na yan, kasi kung ano pinagsabi ko, sa failure na yan is sa training sessions natin. I remember the last training I did before the ISKF Shoto Cup, I lost to Ramil. I never lose to Ramil. Orensiana, shoutouts bro. Ka-team namin siya. And then, never pa ako natalo sa kanya. But that training, before ako pumunta ng ISKF Cebu, dun, first time niya ako natalo. And then, dun ako talaga alam mo yun, deep realization sa sarili ko na parang ganito. I have to change this. Kasi yung rule set nun, iba na naman. Nung tournament na yan, balik na naman sa rule set, no? It's medyo mas oldie na parang first to 2 points or one good score. 'di ba? Yun yung dati. It's 2 wasaris and then one or like one
Minsan
ipon, parang
hati
ganun.
pa.
Oo, minsan. So yun nga, minsan half point. Kasi parang ganun siya, half point, 1 point, ganun. 2 scores lang panalo ka na. So, ayun, I had to change some stuff up. And then yung sa tournaments, meron din yung I got zeros. It's funny. Hanggang ngayon, nakukwento ko ba din siya. May, nung rule changes sa kata na kailangan mo magbow before and after sa tournament, ganun. I got hit twice. Once lang pala. And then meron din yung bawal ka magsuot ng accessories. Lagi ako may bowler ng 5'10".
So, ano ba yun?
So, yeah, no, 5'10". So, bawal daw yun. So, na-zero na naman ako dahil doon. So, yung mga ganong klaseng failures, you learn from them. Now, it's funny kasi nakukwento ko siya to my students, ganun. But, nung way back then, masama talaga sa loob. And of course, yung meron din dyan yung failures na parang because of referees, no? So, of course, syempre, they're not perfect also, pero minsan, nakasama ng loob kasi you should have won the match, pero you didn't because of stipulations, because of referees, parang ganun. And then, marami din akong losses nun. So, madalas pinapagalitan ako ni Papa din na huwag ka magdadabog sa loob ng mat kasi tatandaan ka ng mga referee. Alam mo yun, kapag nagdabog ka, ganun, tatandaan ka ng mga referee. May mga times din na ginawa ko yun. Ginawa ko din yun. So, you learn from them, no? So, sa ngayon, yun sa mga, of course, the lessons I learned nun, yung mga tie, meron din yung mga tie, no? So they choose the winner. Syempre, sometimes they have friends, kamo na lang. So they give the decision to their friends, kamo na lang. So even if you're more deserving, 'di ba? So yung mga ganung bagay, sa ngayon talaga, ang learning from all of those, ang sinasabi ko talaga sa mga students ko is like, if nag-tie yun, if alam mo naman na hindi ka pwede mag-tie, it's your fault na nag-tie yun. Kasi if you should have won, dapat nilampasan mo siya. It should have been a 4-0, 6-0, 8-0, ganun. Dumating yung time then na parang hindi na ako mag-name drop, no? Na or like pero inactive ako sa sports noon, and then pagbalik ko sa sports, maraming nagrereklamo about a certain organization. And then madalas silang fine-favoran ng mga judges, kamo na lang. And then alay ko sinasabi sa kanila was like, to my juniors, no? Na parang, kasalanan mo yun eh. Kasi ba't hinayaan mo mag-tie? Diba? Alam mo namang hindi ka pwede mag-tie. Na sila yung pipiliin. Ba't mo hinayaan mag-tie? Dapat ikaw mas naging aggressive. Inupakan mo siya. So, yun kasi, you have to look into more factors inside yourself. Aside from external factors, na parang, madaya yung referee. Nagkamali sila ng score, yung mga ganyan. Dapat it's sa sarili mo lang. Parang, ba't ako natalo? Is it because my kicks were low for kata? Parang ganun. My jump was low? Or sa kumite man, did I start way too late? Parang ganun. Pinauna ko ba siya masyado? Tapos masyado ako naghabol? Parang ganun. And of course, incorporating that into, transitioning from me being a player into a sensei or into a coach, parang inaano ko din yun. I also incorporate yung mga ganong lessons. Like for example, si Ivana, kinoach ko siya one time, naalala ko pa to, for gold yun, and super hype niya. She had the momentum. And then nangyari was, may small mistake lang siya na nagawa, and then that cost her the fight. 1-0, tapos before matapos yung fight, nasipa siya sa tagiliran. So, na-2-1 siya bago mag-time yun. So, yun. Alam niya na yun. Naalala niya na yun. Naalala niya na yun. Masakit yun. No? So, ang una ko sinabi sa kanya, pagkatapos ng fight, sabi ko, Ivana, nice game. Sabi kong ganun. Pero may isa kang mali. Sabi kong ganun. Hinayaan mo siya maging aggressive. Dapat you stayed in the center. Parang ganun. So, kahit naghahabol siya, you stayed in the center. You kept your distance, parang ganun. So, yung mga ganong, and of course, she learned from that. Inayos niya yung game niya na to be more aggressive, parang ganun. Pero, yeah, yun. So, for me, failures are really, really essential into your growth. And then, eto na, lastly, so, nung college kami, nagdodota kami ng mga friends ko. Shoutout sa kanila, sa mga barkada ko. Inaano lang namin yun na parang meron kasi kaming 1 hour break nun. So, like kami nagwa 1 game. Alam mo yun, Dota, Com Shop.
Mhm.
So, uh, meron kaming saying na it's either you win or you learn. So you don't lose, you never lose. You either you win or you learn lang. So nagbibiroan kami nun. Ano, kamusta? Panalo o natuto? Natuto kami, natuto. Lagi na nga kami natututo eh. Parang ganun. So, yun, it's a different perspective pero
Yeah.
it will help you become more positive and help you grow more in your life, parang ganun. So, sino-sunod? Let's go.
Learn
can-
streak pala, no?
I can go next.
Learn streak. It's a learn streak. That's LS. Okay, sino ba? Alex? Gusto mo na?
Yeah, sige, I can go next. So, talking about failure, no? Sige, I'll get all the quotes out right away, no? So, what do you call it? So, it doesn't matter how hard you fall, as long as you stood back up. Okay, it's about how you get back up, rather, okay? And then, what else? Other quotes, no? From the Nijukun, don't think about winning, think about not losing. Wait, it's not really related, no? Pero still, Nijukun. I want to quote the Nijukun. And then I also whenever you failures are like one step like a step towards succeeding also. There we go. Fine. All the quotes are out of the way already.
Wala
But
na
yeah.
ako masasabi.
Sorry.
Google ka muna, Ella. Dali,
Google
may oras ka pa.
failure quotes. No, but yeah, it's whenever you like lost a match or like failed the quiz, okay, whatever kind of failure whatever form it takes, no, you always have to learn from your mistakes and then get back up and then like remove those, like train it out, like learn your lesson, right? So that's how you become better. So yeah, failure will always teach you as long as you're willing to learn and reflect on your own mistakes, diba? That way you get better and better. So that's what do you call this? A stepping stone to succeeding. And yeah, I remember like what I always say like by Prince said like okay, but because he came first, so like what he said, no, about in like a fight, if you felt you were cooked, I mean luto yung match, I don't know, if you think the match was fixed, I always tell to myself, and you have to be really good in karate, wherein it should be apparent that you should have won. No,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be close. It should be close. Even if you're like you're supposed to win, but it's close, you should be like far. Your skill level should be really far up. No, that's how you should train in karate. So every time I lose, of course I feel bad a bit. But I still I think to myself that I just have to keep training harder and harder, and there's still lots of room for improvement if I lost, diba? So that's how I deal with failure, and that's what I always tell my student. No, you have to really learn from your mistakes, no? And don't just be depressed and like all give up mentality, right? You have to really bounce back up. What else? I think there's a lot more that I was supposed to say, but I already forgot what else. But yeah, that's what I always think to myself. Sige, Ella, what about you first?
So, correct naman lahat. Pero one thing that I can say, for those people na who doesn't know or not aware of their failures or hindi nila ma-cope up yung saan sila nagkakamali, I'm one of those. Na parang may mga, I have losses or I have things na hindi ko maintindihan. Kasi, hindi naman sa kino-close ko yung mind ko, but I wasn't just aware. I wasn't just as educated that much na parang bakit ako natalo? Minsan may mga tao talaga na mag-explain pa for you why nangyari yun. And then that person will
Dapat.
let you that person will let you know na parang eto ginawa mo na parang okay. 'Di ba? At least
Yes.
parang may mga ganun kasi not all the times na parang saan ba ako nagkulang? Even yourself, you're gonna question yourself na bakit saan ba ako nagkulang, saan ako nagkamali and stuff. And then,
Hugot?
kasi,
Ba ako nagkulang? Let's go. Yeah.
hindi kasi, yung mga losses ko kasi, yun yung mga experiences ko before. Yung question ko, ba't ako natalo? Sa sarili ko, hindi ko kayang maisagot. So, that's why si ma'am or even our other coaches nagsasabi sa akin, pero mostly si ma'am, sabi niya, ganito kasi, blah, 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 blah. Ang dami
Yeah.
lang sila nagsasabi until sa point na, okay. So that certain kind of word, yun yung mag-aano sa'yo sa next mo na training or sa next pang laban. Diba? You just really need to accept that kind of failure kasi if not, hindi ka mag-grow. And sometimes yung failure na yon, it leads to your fears. Minsan that fears, nandito ka na nga, masyado ka pang bababa. Okay? How will you help yourself? Hindi mo aangat yung sarili mo. Even though humingi ka ng tulong, you're still letting yourself down.
Yeah.
Okay. Ayun. So, in general, no matter what you do, if you don't know how to level up yourself or you cannot understand what kind of situations are you in, there's always people to help you or lend help para lang, like, to your failures in life. In general, not only in karate, also in your whole life. Okay? Kasi failure is always gonna be there. Even though your fear is always gonna be there, pero paulit-ulit. Pero, ganun kasi ako, yung fears ko, hindi ko maano, pero the failures is gonna be there. Pero success, ayun, parang, how can I say this? Para ba yun? Hindi ko na maano yung, mas stuck yung words ko. Basta ulit-ulit na ako Basta
sabog.
yun. Oo, sabog sessions. Yeah. Anyway, basta yun, gets yun naman. That's it for me. Iba na.
Ayun. So, based sa failure and success, no, may nabasa ako na parang, like,
Damn.
Oh.
Sana all nagbabasa. Okay. Let's
Na
go.
parang like we divide the world into two people, parang people with the fixed mindset and growth mindset. So parang yung mga tao with the fixed mindset, they let the failure define them, na parang natalo ako. Nakakahiya naman, ganyan. Actually, I was kind of one of those people before na parang, alam nyo ba, like, I think nakikita nyo naman ako na sometimes sa tournament kapag natatalo. Nahihiya ako. Like, natitiri-eyed talaga ako kasi parang, natalo ako, nakakahiya. Parang ganyan. I should have like done better, ganyan. So parang, I kind of had that mindset. But, it actually, sila. Parang nagiging cycle na parang, after nun, I try to assess why. Diba? Na parang, why did I lose? Is it because of my training? Is it because, di ako nag-warm up enough? Hindi ako, hindi ako nag-prepare enough or something like that. So, yung parang yung growth mindset is to assess why it happened, yung failure na yun, and you try to work on
Bago yung mic.
towards improving yourself,
right,
to actually reach yung goal mo. So parang kapag meron kang fixed mindset, hindi ko pa siya matalo eh. Pag growth mindset, parang hindi ko pa siya matalo sa ngayon. So parang you put that yung I can't beat them yet, yung that part na sentence, parang it really gives you a bigger like goal na to work on. And I think it's really nice to have that kind of mindset. It's important na yun yung mindset natin pag naglalaro, kasi it's really inevitable na mag-fail or matalo, kasi part yun ng sport eh. Like even in life, like ang dami talagang failures, and you just really have to take the time to reflect and assess what you did wrong, kasi of course there's always room for improvement talaga.
Yes.
So ayun, so parang it's really important na hindi ka yung ego mo parang ako na yung the best.
Ego.
Yun parang
ego.
wala na akong mai-improve pa kasi sobrang galing ko na, ganyan. You should be humble talaga, especially sa lahat ng aspects sa buhay. Should be humble enough to admit na you're making mistakes and you're still like learning. You're always learning.
Improving. Yeah.
Improving.
Beginner's mind.
Beginner's mind.
Shocking! Ay, so yun.
I'd like to add, so
Sige. Ikaw
failures
muna, Alex.
really like help you grow talaga and develop your personality. Yeah, I already remembered what I was gonna say about your personality. Every time I'd like maybe lose a match, I always tell myself that I've trained harder, and sometimes I'd like try to think about the mistakes that I did, what he did right, that worked against me, and then try to work around that. No, and so but mostly whenever I lost, it's there to develop your character, to take losses, to take the L's, to take in the failure and then like try to learn from it. Also, that's why competition is a very valuable thing for sports, for I say only for sports really. Maybe other might be others there, but for me, I only see competition in sports as a good thing because that's how you really pressure test yourself, your skill, your
Yes.
techniques, diba? And that's how you know that you're a capable like a martial artist, a fighter, or a kata player really. And if you keep losing, that means you need to change something up and try to maybe get better, learn the meta, the tactics, the strategy, so that you get better. And then it's just a cycle. If you lose, you learn how to win. You win, and then eventually you lose also because the meta changes, right?
Yeah.
So failure in competition really drives you to become better. Okay, for sports, but that's for me.
Totally agree.
So yun, touching upon, so meta kami ng meta, no? Guys, meta is most effective tactics available.
Oh.
So, yun.
We're not talking about
Ooh,
Facebook.
Let's
Okay?
go. So hindi yung Facebook,
No,
Meta
that's
is
super
yun
shit.
siya. So, yun. Ito, so, yung di masyado na-explain ni Ella kasi medyo medyo
Sabog na nga
bogs na
eh.
siya. So you always need a good mentor. Yun talaga yun. So pwedeng
Ayun.
it's your sensei, pwedeng it's your coach, it's your
Friend.
kuya, it's your ate, anyone you look up to.
Right.
So yun. Totoo nga yung be the sensei you needed when you were the student, be the coach you needed when you were the athlete, para mga ganun. Very important yun kasi I know a lot of people who have talent and marurunong naman sila. And then they get into their heads talaga yung sinabi ni Ivana, no? Ivana ba yun? Si Alex, nakalimutan ko na. Basta yun, if you have a lot of yes men, yun yung tawag ko dun eh. Yes men, na parang yes lang ng yes around you.
All praise.
They don't, all praises. They don't correct you. Kung may mali ka, kinukonsente ka nila. They don't call you out for your mistakes. They're not good for your growth. Sa totoo lang. They're not good for your growth. Marami din akong kasabayan na yun nga, they have skills, they're good, pero they limit themselves by believing na they're good enough. Parang yun nga, they're really good, parang ganun. They don't have room for improvement, yung mga ganun na kasi they always win. Kaya yung people who always win gold they're prone to that kasi yun na yung nakikita nila, yun na yung nakasanayan nila. It's different when you're alam mo yun, when you're still grinding, alam mo yun, you're improving pa talaga, you're in between the climb. It's different. It's important talaga na you have coaches and senseis na parang they call you out. So your kata was good but this is your mistake. You have low kicks, your stances or high. Yung mga ganon. They tell you bluntly kung ano yung mali mo. Hindi yung they sugarcoat. Na parang, maganda naman. Parang ganon. And then they stop. Parang ganon. Kasi that won't help you grow. Sa totoo lang. The more blunt they are, talaga, the more siguro the more improvement. Yeah, parang ganon. They want you to cover. Parang ganon. Kasi they're blunt. Ito, this is siguro last na quote na ibabato ko, no? In terms of itong finding a good mentor. Mas kabahan ka if your mentor, hindi kanya pinapansin. Parang wala siyang sinasabi to you. Kasi he doesn't care. Your sensei. Your sensei, mataas na yung stance mo, hindi ka pa kino-call out. Sinasabi lang, okay lang, okay lang, okay lang. He doesn't care. She doesn't care. Wala siyang pakialam sa growth mo. Okay?
That's true.
So if you are still learning, if you are still a student, which we all are, you should be open to criticism. Kasi those will help you grow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And kasama yun sa failures. So parang criticism, failures, pareho lang siguro. Alam mo yun? Parang gano'n. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's my piece. That's my piece.
I-
Appreciate. Okay, appreciate those. Your parents, for example, pinapagalitan ka kasi natalo ka. Alam mo yun? Alam ko,
Talo ka na nga,
masakit.
pinapagalitan ka
No,
pa.
sama ka, pinapagalitan ka. Ano?
Ayoko.
Oo, ano, talagang, anchor, no? Pressure, no? Sa Encanto. Joke lang. Pero, ayun. So, appreciate them kasi they just want you to grow. They want you to learn. And of course, if they sugarcoat, di ba? Wala silang pakialam. They don't care for you. Kasi kung ano yung level mo na, they think you are in, they just let you be there. Hindi ka nila tinutulungan umangat pa to a better level. Parang ganun.
Yeah.
So,
I guess for mentors or for people that teach senseis, you need to be hard critic with about for your students, right? So you see their mistakes, but you also have to employ different methods naman para hindi lang puro pagalitan, like maybe positive reinforcement.
Yes.
Or
Positive
like hype them up, no? Or like let's go, we can
Yeah.
keep doing more.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Yeah.
add some risk. If you don't do that, you're gonna do put punishment.
Or
Any
add
kind of
rewards,
ano.
diba? Add
Yeah.
rewards.
Yeah,
You
any
praise
kind of
them.
incentive, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Pag
But
nanalo
yeah.
ka,
500.
Talo ka.
alam mo, maglakad ka pa uwi.
But yeah, I always tell my students that teachers are very valuable and they're priceless because there's a lot. There's I think two ways that you can learn, no, from first-hand experience and from second-hand experience. Second-hand is from like teachers or maybe your parents, maybe your friends that critique you, your performance, no, so that they
Yes.
tell you your mistakes. Like sensei tells you to keep your guard up because like that. Or you can learn through first-hand experience where you learn to keep your guard up after you getting kicked in the face. Yeah, that's what
Yes.
I always tell them. So you have to listen to your sensei's advice because we've gone through that stuff already, no?
Yes.
Or else you learn the hard way. So that's either
Na okay lang
failure-
din.
That's either failure
Okay lang din.
or you
Yeah,
learn
na okay lang.
At least you
hurt
learn.
really hard.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
want, di ba?
No pain, no gain, right?
Oh.
Oh.
We can kind of senseis, teachers can kind of prevent a big ease that by letting you know, right?
Yeah.
If you're stubborn, bahala ka, learn the hard way.
Oo nga, bala ka dyan.
Bala ka.
I've told you
Did
10
my
times
best.
na. You get kicked in the face.
More than
for it.
10 times already.
Yeah. That's true.
Any other thoughts on our like other topics pa?
Time check, no?
Check the team,
Yeah.
check the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All good?
Last na? Okay, last. Okay. Quote,
Go ahead.
bago kayo kumain, bago kayo matulog, bago kayo continue on with your lives, no? The biggest room is the room for improvement.
Ooh.
Okay, go. Okay na. Go, Ivana. Tuloy mo na.
Highlights yan. Anyway.
Highlights yan. Angel's
Ayun,
Pizza.
takeaways.
Baka naman.
Takeaways, there's really a lot of changes in the old tournament rules and the new tournament rules. And I think the reason the way to cope, the best way to cope is actually incorporate all those changes into training. And try to, mock yung mga changes na yun sa mga sa mga trainings natin. And karate is a long way from merging with the traditional side and the sporty side, but it's really getting boring na. Joke lang. But ayun, try to be more engaging sa mga fights nyo and stuff like that. And another is yung failure is really essential sa growth mo as a person, and not just in karate but as a person. So it's really important na you take this like failure and learn from them and not just put them aside. It's also important to have a good mentor, as they said. And yeah, that's it. Shout outs. Go Ella.
Pambilisan, let's go.
Okay,
Yeah.
shout outs to everyone who's watching tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And then shout outs to SMP. Shout outs to our black belts who's watching tonight. And that's it.
Nice.
Alex,
And thank you.
Okay,
Hindi,
yeah.
Alex,
Alex, go.
sorry.
Shoutouts to whoever Ella shouted out because I don't want to be redundant. And
Yeah,
I'm
that's true.
hungry.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to our sponsors, Anchorland, Ego Yap, Casa Cielo, Culture Blends, Unitech, and TKL Steel Corporation. There you go. I didn't flub that anymore. So I'm hungry. Bye, Prince.
Okay,
Ayos, pizza daw.
bukod sa mga nabanggit na ni Alex at ni Ella, shoutouts to our families, shoutouts to God for the wisdom. And then, ayun, sa mga gusto mag-sponsor,
Just
just,
pizza.
we reach out. And just pizza, baka naman. Ah, ayun, and then, yun kaya po, Valorant, SMP, love you all. Set tayo outing soon. Tapos, next week's episode nga pala, or ikaw na, Ivana?
Sige, go na. Go na.
Sige. Next week's episode, so it's gonna be a special episode. We're gonna be featuring Sensei David, Sensei Barry. We're gonna have some spicy stuff for them.
Are we?
Yeah, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be funny. Okay,
Fun.
so
Online kumita sila. Joke lang.
Also, don't forget
Ah,
that
ganun.
we're having our 22nd
Yeah,
22nd
22nd anniversary to
Yeah.
this month. So 22 years ang KDA. Let's go. Ivana, I'll leave that to you na. Go.
Ayan. So yeah, we're gonna have our 22nd anniversary soon. I think on Sunday.
Yeah.
Make sure to visit our page for more information on that, or message your senseis or instructors and stuff like that. Shout out to my family and my loved ones. Thank you for watching, and we hope to get more viewers for the next episodes. But we really thank you na you kept up with us until this point. Yeah. And
Thank you po.
yeah, thank you po. That's it for me. We'll see you next week, guys. Thank you for and go, outro.
Alright, that's it. Guys,
Outro, let's go.
Thank you.
have a good
Thank you so much.
Have a good
Don't
weekend.
well.
So that's it for this
Weekend.
week.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening, guys.
We hope you and your family enjoyed this episode.
Make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And don't forget to hit that notification bell. I'm Ivana.
I am Alex.
I am Prince.
I am Ella.
And this
And
is
we are the Unarmed Podcast.
Let's
Let's
go.
go!